The big story today, Modi, the peacemaker. Will Prime Minister Narendra Modi negotiate peace between Russia and Ukraine? Going by his whirlwind tour and the conversations he had held with the world leaders, it seems something is brewing. Something is happening behind the scenes. And perhaps Modi is on anvil of doing something groundbreaking in the global politics. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the only leader to have had one-to-one meeting with both Putin and Zelenskyy. He met Putin in Moscow and Zelenskyy in Kyiv, and subsequently spoke with both Biden and Putin on phone. So let me cut to the first frame. Prime Minister Modi met Putin on 9th July 2024. 9th July 2024. He told Putin that India stands for peace and solution to the Ukraine problem does not lie on the battlefield. He was also conferred Order of the St. Andrew by Apostle by Putin. Let me play out the bite of the Prime Minister Modi with Putin.
Today our relations are characterized as a privileged strategic partnership. I am grateful to you for the attention you pay to the most pressing problems, including trying to find some ways to resolve the Ukrainian crisis, of course, first of all, peacefully. We've known each other for a long time. I know all your life is dedicated to the idea of strengthening of the Indian state and to making the life of the Indian people better.
मुझे खुशी हुई कि यूक्रेन के विषय में हम दोनों अपने-अपने विचार खुले मन से विस्तार से हम उसकी चर्चा कर पाए और बड़े आदर के साथ एक दूसरे के विचारों को हमने सुनने समझने का प्रयास किया। एक्सेलेंसी, एक मित्र के नाते मैंने हमेशा कहा है कि हमारी भावी पीढ़ी के उज्जवल भविष्य के लिए शांति सर्वाधिक आवश्यक है, लेकिन मैं ये भी जानता हूं कि युद्ध के मैदान में समाधान संभव नहीं होते।
Prime Minister Modi met Zelenskyy on August 23rd. He categorically told him that India is not neutral and they have a position. He said that I come from the land of Buddha and Gandhi. He said that India is on the side of peace.
India is also participating in our work on the peace formula. It was represented at the Peace Summit, and we are working in the relevant groups according to the peace formula. All of this gives us optimism, and it is important that as many global actors as possible clearly express their position on the fundamental norms of international law and visit Ukraine, showing their support in a tangible way. Of course, today we also discussed the bilateral agenda with India. 4 intergovernmental documents were signed by our representatives. There are also agreements on other areas of cooperation, including military technical cooperation. The Prime Minister of India, Modi, visited Ukraine. This is the first such visit in the history of relations between India and independent Ukraine. We had a long discussion, covering Russia's war against Ukraine and the need to ensure a just peace. We greatly appreciate that Mr. Modi began his visit by paying tribute to the Ukrainian children whose lives were taken by Russian aggression. We are grateful for the humanitarian support packages that India has been providing throughout this war. It is also important to us that India remains committed to international law and supports our sovereignty and territorial integrity, basic principles.
और मैं आज यूक्रेन की धरती पर शांति का संदेश लेकर के आया। एक्सेलेंसी, यहाँ से पहले मैंने ग्लोबल साउथ के कॉन्फ्रेंस की करीब 120 देश के लोगों को, मैं उनकी तरफ से भी शांति का संदेश लेकर के आया। एक्सेलेंसी, आप भली भांति जानते हैं, यूक्रेन के लोग भी भली भांति जानते हैं कि शांति के हर प्रयास में भारत का सक्रिय योगदान रहा है।
Now let's cut to frame 3. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Biden of the United States had a long conversation on 26th of August. Both of them spoke on the issue of peace in Ukraine. It is important to note that Biden and Putin have had no such meeting on Ukraine, and both countries are dead against any immediate solution to the Ukraine issue, whereas India has been advocating for peace. Russia has been waging war because of NATO's expansion, and US is failing to give any assurance on the security issue. And now, let's cut to frame 4. Modi spoke to Putin on August 27th. August 27th, after speaking to Biden, the Russian side categorically states that Modi has shown interest in resolving the Ukrainian issue through talks. Prime Minister has taken interest. The Russians have maintained a vertical position, rigid. But Prime Minister Modi's initiative is unique in India's diplomatic history. If Prime Minister Modi decides to get into the role of mediation or become the peacemaker, it would be historic, because he is the only leader in the world who can talk to all the three parties. And that's where Modi the peacemaker comes.
Fast.
My God, isn't she your daughter?
Yes.
She's playing football. This is boys' game. Make her study. If she doesn't get a good job, she will get a good man.